Former Disney star Tiffini Hale lost her life after suffering from cardiac arrest in a very unexpected turn of events. Tiffini didn't have any publicly known health complications, so many of her fans are left wondering what happened to Tiffini Hale. Tiffini Hale was a world-famous Disney star in the 1980s and 1990s. She would take on various roles over the years, but her most memorable role would certainly be in the hit Disney series, the all-new Mickey Mouse Club. Unfortunately, Tiffini kept most of her personal life to herself and didn't share too much information with the press or online. Considering she was a member of an ensemble cast, she also didn't speak in too many private interviews. By all means, after appearing on the Mickey Mouse Club, it seemed as though she simply ghosted the world and moved on with her life. She would make a couple of stray appearances in the Disney series in 1993 and 1995, but for the most part, by 1991, her stint with Disney had come to a close. What we do know about Tiffini is that she was born in Palm Springs, California, but she was raised in Miami, Florida. She had two siblings, a brother named Michael and a sister named Tanya. She took up dancing at a very early age, and this is what ultimately led to her starring in the Mickey Mouse Club later in life. To say that she was a gifted dancer would be an understatement. Many people remember her for being the best dancer in her class, even at such a young age. While we don't know specifically what led to her becoming involved with Disney, what we do know is that she and some of her fellow cast members were later asked by the studio to become a part of the musical group called The Party. She would join Dee Dee Magno, Chase Hampton, June Pierre, and Damon Pampolina in the group, and they released several hit songs over the years. For reasons that remain unknown, Tiffini later split from the group. When the group got back together for a reunion in 2013 and 2019, Tiffini never showed up. It seems as though Tiffini was adamant about leaving her past with Disney behind, but no one knows why. It's possible that things were going on behind closed doors that Tiffini simply wasn't comfortable with. But keep in mind, this is purely a theory and isn't based on any sort of tangible evidence. Though it seems as though more and more Disney stars are beginning to speak out about the company as they cut ties with the brand and recreate their image. For example, just look at Miley Cyrus, one of the most well-known Disney stars of all time. As soon as she cut ties with the brand, she completely changed her image in one of the most controversial shifts that pop culture has ever seen. These days, Miley has certainly calmed down a bit, but for a couple of years there, she was repeatedly popping up on the cover of every tabloid as she desperately tried to break away from her clean-cut Disney persona. At the end of it all, it seems as though Miley is now better for having steered herself away from Disney, but we don't know what kind of toll this could have played on Tiffini Hale. It seems as though whatever's going on at Disney is putting many of these child stars under some serious pressure. Though due to the various non-disclosure agreements that these Disney stars are forced to sign, it's unlikely that we will ever truly know what's going on behind the mask. Regardless of how it all played out, Tiffini Hale managed to move on with her life, and never again appeared in the spotlight after separating from her television role. She lived a quiet life for the following 2 decades. However, in 2021, that all came to a screeching halt. Tiffini was rushed to the hospital after she'd suffered severe chest pains, and ultimately lost consciousness. She would remain in a coma for an extended period of time, but she ultimately lost the battle and succumbed to cardiac arrest. According to NBC News, she was just 46 years old when she passed away. We don't know if she had any underlying medical conditions, but suffering from such a serious emergency at just 46 years old seems a bit unusual. At the end of the day, we could concoct 1,000 different theories about what happened to Tiffini, but no one knows much for sure, and it seems as though that was Tiffini's intention. And because of that, it's probably best that we simply continue to give Tiffini Hale and her family the privacy that she so desperately wanted. Her former bandmates from The Party posted a heartfelt tribute to her on their Facebook page, and it reads as follows. It's with the heaviest of broken hearts that we share the sad news of the passing of our beloved sister, Tiffini Talia Hale. Earlier this month, she suffered a cardiac arrest that resulted in her being left in a coma. After many prayers with her family by her side, our dearest Tiff took her last breath Christmas morning. She's now resting peacefully. Her beauty, talent, style, and fun-loving spirit will forever live in our hearts and memories. Former band member Chase Hampton continued with his own tribute, adding, quote, "The wish of most young girls in the 90s was to be as sweet, as cool, as talented, and gorgeous as Tiffini Hale. Part of her magic was that she never knew how incredible she truly was. She was humble, she was thoughtful and kind. She was playful and so funny. An incredible singer, character, and dramatic actress. And when the music hit, her dancing skills to me were unmatched by any female pop star since." Chase concluded by saying that he was honored to have had Tiffini in his life. But that's the video for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. If you loved it, maybe consider sharing, subscribing, or clicking that blue join button below to really show your support for the channel. But my name is tynottsyt, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.